Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Mary, President and CEO of VolCorp. If you've seen my videos throughout the year, you know that they're usually a status of how operations are at VolCorp in light of the pandemic, along with some encouragement. I'll just give a real quick update on the status of our operations in light of the events over the weekend. Everything is business as usual. It was an eventful weekend getting us there, but everything by the time we opened up Monday morning was functioning as it should. So we're in good shape there. I want to spend the rest of the time today really just transitioning into 2021. Over the holidays, I hope everyone had a blessed Christmas and is looking forward to a new year in a few days. Who's ever been more excited than we are this year to utter the phrase, Happy New Year? Everyone's ready to move from 2020 to 2021. But over Christmas, when we were singing the song, O Holy Night, a couple of lines particularly stuck out in my mind. The thrill of hope, a weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. We have so much from which to be weary in 2020. And it's been the racial and political tension, locally the tornadoes, globally the pandemic, regionally the outage from the bombing here in Nashville just a few days ago, the economic impact of all those events, and then personally, people have had their own trials to navigate throughout the year. So no one's been more excited to roll into a new year than they are this year. So it is the dawn of a new day. Changing the calendar from 2020 to 2021, it doesn't magically change things. We're still going to be in the midst of a pandemic. We're still going to be recovering from the explosion downtown a few days ago. But it sure feels good to turn that calendar to 2021, doesn't it? 2021 is still going to be, it's going to be great. It's not going to be great because it's going to be easy, far from it. It's still going to be difficult. But it's going to be great because we've been so anxiously awaiting it. And God never wastes the waiting. The growth is in the journey. The value is in the journey. The value is in getting there. What have we experienced this year? What have we learned from this year? What can we carry forward into 2021? My pastor over the weekend said something that was really cool. He said, if you look for what's wrong, you'll find it. But if you look for what's right, you'll find that too. So from that, I've had several conversations about choosing joy. And choosing joy looking back into 2020 and choosing joy looking into 2021. So in preparing for this video this morning, I decided to look up the actual definition of the word joy. And there's several derivations depending on what source you use, but the one that I really liked was the following. Joy is the result of the triumph of faith over adverse and trying circumstances, which instead of hindering, actually enhance it. So the result of the triumph of faith over adverse and trying circumstances, which instead of hindering, actually enhance it. The underlying theme from my videos this year have been feed your faith, starve your fears. It fits in, it goes together. Look for what's right in 2020 and what we learned from it and celebrate that. You need that. I need that. Your family needs that. Your friends, your staff, your members. We all need that. We all need to look for what was good in 2020 and celebrate that. A very wise friend of mine, who many of you know, Wade Stapleton, provided me with a quote yesterday. Had no idea that what I was going to really talk about in the video today, but he provided me a quote because he knows I'm a lover of good quotes. And this one's from Michael J. Fox. It says, the more unexpected something is, the more there is to learn from it. Well, the tornadoes, the pandemic, the explosion downtown, none of this was expected on any level. So we've had a lot of opportunity to learn this year. And what have we learned? We learned about our resolve. We knew we had resolve, but we learned about how much resolve we really had. We learned about our business continuity planning. I referred to the bombing the other day as us providing closure to the crisis trifecta for 2020. We always say when bad things happen, they come in threes. So the explosion was us getting that third crisis in 2020 so we can start 2021 with a clean slate. So we learned about how our business continuity plans and all of our shops can respond to the different crises we've had throughout the year. We learned that navigating through a global pandemic is far more of a marathon than it is a race. But more importantly, we learned what we're made of. We learned what our staff is made of. We learned what we're made of as people, as friends, as employees, as leadership teams, as organizations. All of that can carry into 2021. At this moment, I just want to send a special thank you out to all the VolCorp staff, all the VolCorp volunteers, board, ALCO, supervisory committee. Just seeing everybody step up through all these things this year and perform the way they have has been so amazing. and I want to thank them for that. I also want to thank the members for supporting us. I've gotten so many emails from each of these events throughout the year, as recently as just yesterday, getting emails from members saying, hey, we're praying for you guys, we appreciate you guys and everything you're doing, because of what all Nashville has been through. So thank you to the staff. Thank you to our volunteers. Thank you to our members. It's been an amazing year of unity and coming together to pull each other through everything. So let's go back to that definition real quick on joy. The result of the triumph of faith over adverse and trying circumstances, which instead of hindering, actually enhance it. The growth in learning about ourselves and learning about what we're made of, there's great joy in that. There's great enhancement of our joy from what we've learned and what we've overcome this year. So leverage that in 2020. Leverage that from 2020 to create momentum to carry into 2021, because we can do something special as a team, as a movement, and as a credit union family. We've been truly honored to serve you in 2020. We're honored to be able to serve you going forward into 2021. We're looking forward to 21 because there's so much that we can do together. We can choose joy and do something special. So again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts as an organization, from me personally, from everyone on our staff, for the support you've showed us, the encouragement you've shown us throughout 2020. We look forward to carrying that forward into 21. Thank you and God bless.